Professional traders don't try to escape drawdown. They operate correctly inside it. The moment you stop treating drawdown like an emergency and start treating it like a phase with rules, everything about your trading changes. Most traders think professionals don't experience drawdown. That belief alone is what keeps you stuck. Professionals do experience drawdown. The difference is not the absence of losses, but the absence of emotional reaction. Where retail traders panic, professionals go into protocol. At the start of a drawdown, nothing looks dramatic. A loss here, another loss there. You tell yourself it's normal. But what separates professionals from everyone else is what happens next. They don't wait until things feel bad to adjust. They expect drawdown. They've already planned for it. Professional traders never ask, how do I get my money back quickly? They ask, how do I make sure I don't damage my edge? That single difference changes behavior completely. When drawdown begins, professionals immediately slow down. They don't speed up. They don't trade more. They don't look for bigger wins. They reduce exposure. Where most traders increase risk under pressure, professionals reduce it. That's not fear. That's experience. You see, drawdown is not dangerous because of money. It's dangerous because of what it does to decision-making. Professionals understand this. They know that the first thing drawdown attacks is patience, then discipline, then identity. So they protect those first. A professional trader looks at drawdown and asks, is this within expectation? If the answer is yes, nothing changes emotionally. There is no urgency, no panic, just continued execution. If the drawdown is outside expectation, they don't react emotionally either. They pause and analyze. That pause is everything. Where most traders feel compelled to act, professionals feel compelled to observe. They step back and review execution, not outcomes. They ask, did I follow my rules? Not, why did this trade lose? Because they know losses don't equal mistakes. This is where most traders collapse psychologically. They confuse losing with doing something wrong. Professionals never make that mistake. Another critical difference is how professionals handle position sizing during drawdown. They don't keep risk static out of stubbornness. They scale risk dynamically. When drawdown deepens, size comes down automatically. This protects mental capital as much as financial capital. Lower size means losses hurt less. When losses hurt less, emotions stay regulated. When emotions stay regulated, discipline stays intact. This is not theory. This is how professionals survive long enough to compound. If this is already changing how you see drawdown, pause for a second, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this with someone who keeps trying to trade bigger to recover. That mindset destroys accounts. Professional traders also separate drawdown from identity. They do not see drawdown as a reflection of intelligence, skill, or worth. It is simply feedback from a probabilistic system. Because of that, drawdown does not trigger ego defense. Retail traders take drawdown personally. Professionals take it operationally. This distinction matters more than any strategy you will ever learn. Another thing professionals do differently is how they handle time during drawdown. They stop thinking in days and start thinking in series. A losing streak doesn't mean anything until it exceeds statistical expectation. They don't rush because time pressure is self-created. When you feel rushed, you trade worse. Professionals remove urgency by expanding their time horizon. They know recovery does not happen in a single trade. It happens over disciplined repetition. Here's an escalation most traders don't realize. Professionals actually expect their best trading behavior to show up during drawdown, not during winning streaks. Winning streaks are easy. Drawdown is where process is tested. That's why professionals have rules that activate specifically during drawdown. Things like maximum trades per day, mandatory breaks after losses, reduced size thresholds, and forced review periods. These rules are not reactive, they are pre-installed. Retail traders rely on willpower, professionals rely on systems. Another key difference is how professionals handle confidence. During drawdown, they don't try to feel confident. Confidence is not required, clarity is. They don't care how they feel, they care whether the process is intact. This is why affirmations and motivation don't work during drawdown. You don't need belief, you need structure. Professionals also change their focus during drawdown. They stop hunting new opportunities and start protecting existing capital. They trade fewer markets, fewer setups, fewer sessions. Quality over quantity becomes non-negotiable. Drop a comment if you've ever felt like you needed to trade more during drawdown. That instinct is exactly what professionals override. Another critical habit is how professionals journal differently. They don't journal emotions during drawdown. They journal behavior, entry quality, exit discipline, risk adherence. They're tracking whether they are behaving like professionals, not whether they are making money that day. This keeps their psychology anchored to process, not outcome. Professionals also know when to step away. This is something retail traders struggle with deeply. Stepping away feels like failure. Professionals see it as capital preservation. If psychology is compromised, stepping away prevents damage. They don't disappear emotionally, they disengage strategically. There's a difference. And here's the most important escalation of all. Professional traders trust drawdown. They trust that if they execute correctly, the probabilities will eventually express themselves. That trust does not come from hope, it comes from data, experience, and survival. Retail traders hope drawdown ends. Professionals expect it to end because they understand expectancy. This is why professional traders look calm when others panic, not because they are emotionless, but because they are prepared. If this video is helping you reframe drawdown, like it, subscribe to the channel, comment which professional habit you need to adopt first, and share this with someone who keeps reacting emotionally to losses. Professional traders handle drawdown correctly because they respect it, plan for it, and never allow it to control their behavior. And once you learn to do the same, drawdown stops being something you fear and starts being something you survive with confidence.